Junbu.
Um,
Apparently it's Junbu Senpai. Okay. But 3 junglers. Typical 4.5. Teemo ban.
Teemo ban.
I don't know.
I don't agree.
I don't know who plays Teemo.
Agree. Unless you're going on, I don't know, Renewers like that.
And a pop.
Oh, he's Kha'Zix doesn't need to get banned anymore. Just no, they're higher priority picks.
Feral
Xin
Flare
Zhao,
junglers
Master
are-
Yi.
Feral Flare junglers are. I think Yi's gonna get through, but no one's gonna play him. But should we plug the podcast while we're at it, or should we wait till load screen?
I mean,
Plug.
it's a general. I mean, I'm plugging it just by the freaking. Like, if you're looking at this stream right now,
Well,
it says
I mean,
Trinity Force podcast.
What if there's somebody that comes on and says, "What's the Trinity Force podcast?"
We'll do. Well, yeah, we can do it.
We'll do it at the spectator delay.
Dax getting banned. You guys don't like top laners.
And there's the first pick Yi. What did I say?
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw like a Xin.
Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao's a good pick against.
Zin's really
Master
strong
Yi.
now.
I think that's what a lot of pro players were tweeting out. Well, people haven't figured out the counter to Master Yi yet, and I jokingly said to myself, "What, CC?" Because that's
Right, mild emergency.
Cat's on fire. Yeah, but one of the ways that you could shut down Yi is if you pack CC, like chain CC team, wombo combo team. As long as you hit them with it with the rest of their team, that works. We see a Yasuo lock in. Yes! I finally get to critique somebody's Yasuo play in Battle Arena. Okay, hold on, guys. If you don't know what's going on by this, and I don't know what my match history is gonna look like, but if you go to my name, Badger Senpai, please, all one word, and look at the last 10 games, I'm pretty sure that 6 of those games are Yasuo. And I've played so much Yasuo, so I finally get to critique somebody that I actually know how to play. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 7 games of Yasuo in my rank history at the moment. And he's running teleport, so I think he's actually running top lane.
Sorry about that.
So good. I was just telling him how much Yasuo I've played in the past 2 days. I just checked 7 of my last 10 games in ranked. Or 7 of my last 10 games I've played Yasuo.
Look at it.
Fuck you. Garen. That's a champion that I haven't seen in a long time.
But I love it again.
I love Garen. He was my first champion I ever played. It's good. And we do see the Garen top lane.
Yeah.
Another aggressive top laner early game. But we do see, I want to go over, we'll get to blue team and we'll get the purple team as it's going on. But good first 2 picks by purple because Threshplay works really well with Yasuo ulti. It synergizes because it is a displacement. So any type of displacement. I imagine since he's running teleport, it's going top lane, and we actually might see a chance of having like a Uber wombo combo, like a Yasuo Orianna or something like that. Shockwave into Blast Breath is a really deadly combo, but we do see Garen picked up for the top lane, and a Kayle, which I assume is gonna go middle, but it's been played support in the last couple weeks of competitive play and in solo queue. But seeing the Taric, I think that means that the Kayle is gonna go middle, which is a good pick. Her on-hit damage, and with Lich Bane and Nashor's Tooth, she does incredible amounts of damage. But we do see the Graves locked in for the Thresh Graves lane in the bottom, and we see a Warwick jungle, which is actually one that you, with the use of his passive, can make use of those Feral Flare stacks in the late game with his ultimate. But we see blue side locks in Karma. Tarek Misfortune. Misfortune, I haven't seen a lot of either, so this is gonna be good. And Tarek's a support that you don't see very often, so this is a interesting combination bottom lane. I'll have to keep my eyes on it for a little bit, I would say. But we see the last pick is a Ziggs Hover, which is a fairly decent matchup against Kale. He can poke out early game, and at level 6 he can just disengage with Satchel Charge. And we do see it locked in, so we have what I assume to be Yasuo versus Garen top, Warwick versus Master Yi in the jungle, which Warwick is a good pick against Master Yi because suppress OP.
Suppress OP.
Suppressions are OP.
Yep. Suppressions are one of the few things that
Hard CC.
Yeah, the hard CC. Like, one of the longer.
It's a point and click hard CC. It's pretty strong. But then it'll be Ziggs versus Kale in the middle.
Yeah.
And Graves Misfortune, that's a bot lane matchup that I haven't, or an a marksman. Sorry to you people who actually say that. Matchup in the bottom, and then Tarek versus Thresh. Common support versus the old school support.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Bot lane, I think that has the advantage for AD carry, but for by general strength of.
I don't think purple team picked enough knock up. They could have made a good combo to work with the Yasuo.
I mean, yes, but like that relying on knockups with the Yasuo.
Well, I mean, if you would have gone like a Wukong jungle instead of a Warwick, I didn't mean like we're gonna throw
like Malphite, Lulu,
Malphite carry somehow make it work.
Malphite top.
This isn't Korean All-Stars games, guys. This is NA Battle Arena, NA Trinity Force Battle Arena. So, since I was talking about plugging Trinity Force Battle Arena or Trinity Force Podcast earlier, what is Trinity Force Podcast, you might ask? It is
they're a great bunch of guys that go live on this channel every Monday, Wednesday, Sunday at 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock Eastern time on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then on Sunday they go live at 9 o'clock. Sunday they do a show called the Trinity Force LCS Rundown, and they recap competitive play from the last week, all 5 regions: NA, EU, Korea, China, and GPL. And then Monday is Trinity Force proper, which they talk mostly about the game changes. They'll have guests on from, they'll have Mubi from Surrender at 20, or Victorious Gaming's Greg, who's one of the big shots. He's now like it, right?
He's also quote unquote my boss. I personally, as a Victorious Game or Victorious Outcast for the aren't aware of that is.
They're cool guys over there too. I've casted with you before.
Yeah, so if you get the chance, definitely go over to victoriousgaming.com. Check them out. They do daily tournaments where you can RP and a Victorious Rise skin should you finish the entire tournament. It's like 5 games in a row.
I think it's 5 games.
Yeah, in a row that you gotta win. So it's intense, but it's fun. My mic is cutting out. Is that really what's going on? Son of a bitch.
Damn it. Okay, well, I'll just finish the plug then. They've had, like we said, Mubi from Surrender at 20, and Greg, and the Feedski from Dominate Dominion, or Dominate Gaming, I think it is, but they run Dominion tournaments. And they're a great group of guys, and they take listener questions at feedback@trinityforcepodcast.com. You can email your questions to them, and they will answer them on the show and give you your insight. They'll go over changes and patches and stuff. And there's a third podcast, which is from our Australian brethren, the Aussies, called the Oz LOL podcast, and they talk changes in the game and such, and they'll also talk about the Australian LOL scene, which is starting to come up. As you may have seen if you follow Carrot Colossus or the actual Oz LOL live tweet channel, but they're a great group of guys too. So you get 4 hours of podcast and then an hour and a couple games a week from Battle Arena, and we're glad to do it.
Yep.
Isn't that right?
Yep, we're happy to do. We aren't exactly sure whether or not we plan to do this, but we may try and do Battle Arena more often than just once a week. Although Victorious Gaming is taking over, Battle Arenas come mid-June, I think.
No, I thought it was towards in the
Mid-May?
middle of this month.
Yeah, May.
I thought it was mid-April, but we're gonna still do Tuesday night. We're gonna still do Tuesday night games.
So if, which I am assuming that is going to happen, Victorious Gaming Saturday night Battle Arenas. I don't know exactly who will be doing it, but I do might be Greg and possibly myself, but I'm not exactly sure. I can't say that. I would like to, but I don't know what happens there. And before we start, you can always follow all of us on Twitter. We talk about when we're going live and stuff like that. At Phonophobia on Twitter, at CheerJaden, at DeClaude, at
Dishironi.
Yeah, I can't speak.
I can barely say it. I can't spell it.
I can't remember your Twitter because there's numbers in it.
It's NSHRE N Schruffler 15 and SHREFFLER if you follow Astradition.
Everyone.
Asderition.
Yeah.
I just say the Asder part, so.
Yeah, or you just call me Mike. Ever. Mike. Alright, so.
Mike.
If you guys want me to show the music game, I am more than happy to do that, but let me know now. I can try and set it up. If not, I'll just leave it kind of going in the background. I gotta use specific arena. Anyway, Runic Shield start on Taric. Yay or nay?
Versus the Ruby Crystal.
Yay or nay?
On Thresh.
Do you agree or disagree?
Or what, the Runic Shield?
Yeah.
I like it. Although I don't like the fact that you have to get into harass range to use the charges. I prefer, whenever I play support, I prefer Ruby Crystal and potions.
Me too.
Maybe Pack Ward.
I agree. I am also a big fan of the art, especially or someone.
Really strong.
It's nice because it gives you that early health, like that tankiness, and it also sets you up to build a rewarding totem. I forget.
Your sight
Sightstone. Your Sightstone is super quick. Like your first back quick. Rather than spending 800 gold on it, you're getting it within your first back, and that's huge because then you can get your quickly. Looks like Warwick's disconnected, so we're gonna get a pause. Yeah. Nothing crazy. Bans. I'm sorry, not bans, but buys seem weird. You know what I do notice is interesting is when you look at the purchases and you look at the consumables, Total Biscuit of Rejuvenation, you can see how many there are, but if you look over like a health potion, you can't see how many potions there are. So if you look at Rejuve, you can see that the Kale has 2, and we're assuming that the Ziggs has 2, but it doesn't actually say a number. I wonder why that is.
I think it's interesting. I can't move. My camera.
So they're talking, I might be able to pull.
They're just saying, Halfpence not in, then...
Haggle, that's me. Sorry. Later. Stop.
Later. It's not myself. They're saying report him ×9 rapport. XD,
That
please.
OP rapport though. Like we're
And
starting.
they unpause the game. How long did that pause last? About 2 minutes.
Getting hot. So I'm assuming no one wants me to play the music. But this is one of my favorites.
They're talking about doing a dance party at Baron. We're gonna see
Dance party.
a red start for Yi.
I'm glad that he's starting at red. Follow your AD carry, junglers. Helps out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Bottom side gives better leashes. We're gonna
Only-
see Halfman get a late start onto the blue.
He's Warwick though. He can.
Hi.
Although his clear is not nearly as fast at one.
They actually took
Like-
Hungering Strike at one. That's interesting. I usually see Warwick's
W.
take Hunter's Call, his W.
Definitely helps with.
Yeah.
I also. Around you can. See some good hope going on in the middle. Oh, I forgot to ask who wants advice.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. See in the mid lane. Little damage onto each of them.
I will say
Yasuo
this
is getting aggressed on the top side.
early now. Want to? Oh, wow, good poke coming out of Yasuo.
If he had Ignite, he could have cleaned up the kill there.
Captain
But teleport is
Chemistry.
such a good spell.
Unless you're really that afraid of losing damage or losing health on a CS, you should try to avoid last hitting with your Q as often as possible. It's a very high waste of mana, considering Reckoning is 70 mana per cast, and you're only getting
Righteous Fury is only 45 and you can range.
a really high. Like he's gonna kill.
Yeah, good gank from me. Goes back to the whole Yasuo runs Ignite. He would have picked up the kill.
Yeah.
We actually see Captain Chemistry going a little aggressive onto
Nice
Pacifist
ignite.
down. Oh, he
Good follow up with the ignite.
shouldn't have. He shouldn't have flashed there. He knew he was dead.
Well, I think it was I think it was one of those split-second flashes where Ignite had just gone on and flashed,
Yeah.
so he couldn't have it was as he got the Ignite he had flashed. He would have been safe.
Another thing I want to say on Ziggs, usually you're long ranged and you usually don't want to get close enough to Ignite. So I recommend running Heal. Heal would have saved him in that situation. It would have stopped the grievous wounds. It would have given him a nice heal, and he would have lived in that situation. So just a little summoner spell. Insight.
I agree. Or Barrier's also pretty good on him too, in case he gets caught by a stun or something like that. Suppress maybe.
Good catch on this Fortune in the bottom lane. Nice play from the Graves. He's gonna trade back and forth. Mate is gonna, this Fortune's gonna get exhausted, and the heal's gonna come out of both teams. And I'm just gonna disengage.
Gosh, that was a really good catch right there. You even got both of them with the flay. Oh, that was good. Especially in the middle of the minion wave, like the impressive move.
Yes, we monitor Twitch chat.
Yeah,
I recover once in a while.
I have it on a second monitor and I pay attention to it constantly.
Also getting a little bit caught out here.
Want or need anything, ask you. There will be a delay of about 35 seconds. Talk about it. Targan trying to lay down that poke with her double shot.
Nice knock up from Yasuo to save his life. On the top side. Just keep that Q charged up. And keep your shield charged up too, especially in this lane. You're gonna want to keep moving around.
Can Yasuo Tempest Blade while he's silenced? Or is it considered a cast?
It's considered cast.
And he's gonna
The shield's gonna.
Oh,
he's
nice
gonna
shield.
bait it. Oh, and he's gonna.
trying to keep
gonna
up his
run.
shield
Oh my
back
God.
and forth.
Oh,
Picks
man.
up the kill. Yasuo just trying to hold on to that shield as much as he could.
If you would have dashed one to, if you would have dashed down instead of towards diagonally to where Garen.
Good
Oh, nice catch.
catch.
By Thresh. Good play. Nice stun from the Taric, though.
Healing off. That was
Good trade.
fresh.
But if you would have dashed away, his shield would have came up, and he could have possibly turned that around. Because he was kiting really well through the minion wave, so good job on that. But just keeps going back to the summoner spell choice, the Ignite.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been the kill. He could have kited him around enough that he could have picked up the kill on the minion wave.
Well, teleport is really good for champions that, I say, like, champions that can tank a lot of damage is the type of champion that you want to be running teleport with. I mean, I say that kind of hypocritically because I run teleport on my Kennen.
Yeah, but TP Cannon's really good.
Yeah, but yeah,
Phase
exactly.
Regen, you're not gonna win that. Okay, actually, you have your shield up. If you get the, he's gonna get the knockup.
He's gonna get the ult. It's gonna come down. It's gonna be enough though.
Shield ring,
Oh,
but-
coming down from Junpei.
Garen damage. The execute. Too strong. At this point, he needs to just play safe.
Hmm.
But that's hard to do against the Garen.
Garen is trying to be as aggressive as.
Seaweed's Dudley's. He's sitting in the bush. He's gonna go try and get a blue steal. He doesn't. Halfpen's not gonna know what's going on.
Oh, good
Early
steal.
high. Good steal.
And they're looking like they want to try and get a kill on this too. They are going to engage on it. They have a board over there. Finish that off. Get the timer.
Good move and roam from blue team. See,
Gotta watch that
kill from
smite.
kill. And the bottom lane stun lands on the
Flash
Graves.
coming out of him.
And the Taric ulti comes down too.
Oh, I'm sorry. He did not flash. It was
He didn't flash, he just dashed out.
he coming down looking for something. They don't know he's there, but they word. Huh. That was a very intuitive word from Matei.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Wait, which one?
Riot Graves
No, that's Jailbreak.
or Jailbreaker.
Yeah, that's a good skin. I know people that don't like it, but I think it's pretty good.
Oh my god, that's pretty good. Dude, you should probably back off here, buddy.
The Wriggles Lantern already finished onto Warwick. All we see Yi has Madreds and the longsword and enough to finish his Wriggles. So it's
Yeah.
going to be the farm game until they can get Feral Player.
How close? Oh, how close? Should be probably close to
click on
halfway.
Do it. Yasuo, stop going aggressive.
Yasuo.
He's being way too aggressive. Oh, good ult coming out of Halfbent. Gonna see the ult coming out of
But they're going to turn it.
Yeah,
Yi
they're gonna
damage,
turn on
Kayle
this.
Too strong. Ziggs isn't
Very
helping
nice.
out enough.
Jedi
Kills
Yi
no
coming
mana.
in. Gonna pick up another kill,
Double buff, he's going to pick up the kill here.
maybe.
Yeah, he had red buff slow. Oh, nice try with the satchel charge though. And it's gonna lead into a red steal.
Wonder if they're gonna give that to Kayle. Oh, they want to. He wants to.
It's a good choice. That's a good decision by Dudley to give it to his mid laner, so he
Yeah.
has a little bit more of an advantage in the
Absolutely.
lane. See Deus Regis. Oh my gosh, I'm horrible at saying names. He's going aggressive, just dashing through the minion wave. The key against Garen is you have to keep his passive down, or he's just gonna sustain in lane.
Yeah.
So
But it is very hard to do that against a champion that only relies on cooldowns rather than any sort of mana or anything like that.
and a champion that can go aggressive early, like
See an engage going on by.
stun going on bottom. Misfortune ulti and the Taric ulti's going down, but oh man, Thresh is gonna go down.
Thresh
That was
took a
He
little
went
bit too much damage from
little-
that. Or Shutter.
they overextended for the he overextended for the Taric kill while Graves is trying to kill going on some Misfortune. A little miscommunication, but
I definitely watch who you guys are attacking on. To hang out who you want to go for. In this case, should be Misfortune. because that Taric has 100 armor and going on. But regardless,
In the
synergize
top
with you.
lane, we see Master Yi and Garen trying to set up an old bush gank,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna work. He's gonna dash. They know that the Yasuo will dash through the minion wave, so they're just gonna wait for it.
Edge. Oh, and the flash going down. They want this though. They're gonna dive it.
He's gonna die for it.
But Yi backing off.
Yeah. Teammates left him there. Both popped Ghost. Or he popped Ghost. He wanted that kill.
Yeah, he did. The builds coming out now that we're in.
12 minutes in the game. Let's talk about builds.
He still has not gone back to finish. Not that that really matters.
Oh, nice suppress
nice
in the
ult.
bottom lane though. They're gonna pick up the kill on the Taric.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
they get the good catch
Oh.
on this Fortune though. But oh, they didn't have enough mana and enough damage to kill him.
That's unfortunate.
That was a good play though.
Yeah. But 2 summoners coming out of that one, so that's yeah. You got a flash and an exhaust coming out. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Builds. See, Garen has Ninja Tabbies, a Chain Vest, and a Brutalizer to the Doran's Blade, Longsword, and the Rejuve Bead, which I imagine is going to be a Tiamat first for Yasuo. I'm
Yeah.
going to be brutally honest here. That item is shit on Yasuo.
Yep. I agree. Completely
Static
used.
Shiv into IE.
If you want lifesteal, attack speed lowers the cooldown of his Q, and that is exactly what you should be building rather than higher damage. So, you know, build the Bork, get
There's
the
nothing he can do
slow,
at this point. He's just
secure the kill. I'm just saying, like, in general, looking to try and... wanting to fight half-bend here. Stronger, but
That's
little...
what's going on this. And Ziggs comes over and picks up the kill.
Yeah, I don't know why...
That was kind of a wet noodle fight until the Ziggs came over and ulted. We're gonna see Kale going aggressive. The Ignite goes down. Flash out. No, he doesn't have flash. Oh, we're gonna see Kale's back there.
Uh-oh.
There's Halfbed. He's
Uh-oh.
gonna win the trade. He doesn't have red buff
Uh-oh.
anymore. Halfbed flashes out. Captain Chemistry follows up on it, but he's gonna waste it because he gets out of because Halfbed gets bonus move speed from Warwick's E.
Yeah, don't chase a Warwick with Hunter's Blood Scent up. You're never gonna get away.
And here comes the Graves.
Way too overextended right there, buddy. That
Yep.
Hale, you needed to back out as soon as you had finished the things.
Yeah, just
Not
run
gonna
down
catch a Warwick with
turret.
something. Should have assumed that bottom.
See, Yi finally goes back and picks up Berserker's Greaves and almost a Cutlass. So I imagine he's gonna go Blade of the Ruined King.
Go
which is
for
good.
it. Oh, good suppress coming out of half-bend.
Yeah.
But anyway, back
Good
to
old
why you want to be built in the room. That's what I'm trying to get sort of.
Hydra's just not good.
Yeah. Attack speed is it gives you a lowered cooldown on your Steel Tempest. That is important.
Yeah. You'll get lower cooldown on Steel Tempest. We see Ziggs is trying to hold the turret from Garen.
I gotta say, I am
able to save it.
incredibly impressed that Ziggs didn't take mid turret as a.
Yeah.
Ziggs, you gotta be a little bit more aggressive with that. In fact,
Just all you have to do is just wave
Yeah.
clear on Ziggs.
Yeah.
So
try to focus less on poking, especially against a Kale, and focus more on CSing. 50 CS down to the.
in a lane that you should have 100.
Yeah, you should.
110,
Yeah, you should be
120
matching Misfortune here. So
Yep.
if you're having that big of a problem, she was on your turret all the time. Just
We see Yasuo in the top lane getting surrounded by 3 people. He's done for here. Windwall's the wrong way. He's gonna just dash through. He's overextended without ward coverage. It's gonna happen. If you're general rule for top lane, if you're this far down, if you're 0-3, 0-4, just go off and farm jungle camps.
Nice
Oh, nice
juke.
juke by Pacifist. Keep running towards mid end or
Look to
bottom.
join your Warwick.
Why are you going that? Oh, he flashes. Okay. Garen burns goes, but purple team bottom lane needs to just get out of there.
Yeah, dip.
Blue team's gonna finish off this bottom turret. They're 5 strong. They're gonna probably take a dragon after this game, or after this happens. I assume. See Thresh tries to, and you see the suppress goes down onto KO. KO's gonna ulti and follow up on it. Blue team's just so far ahead at this point, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
They're gonna dive onto Ziggs. Ziggs is gonna go
That
down.
Garen is huge.
Garen, massive. They're gonna go down. They're gonna take a dragon. Yasuo needs to just shove hard. You're the only one on that side of the map. Just grab the turret quickly.
Yeah, push it hard.
Just respond with it.
Could be a-
Yeah. A dragon for turret, but they picked up a couple kills down on the bottom. And they
Yeah.
got another turret down there. No, don't go for the minions. Go for the turret. One shot.
So,
Okay. Pacifist, don't go. If you're gonna pick up a blasting wand, might as well pick up a codex because you'll build that into your Athenes. Don't.
yeah, I agree. If you're looking to get damage, like, honestly, it's really not that much less. Flash coming out of Deuce. Is it Deuce kill?
Go down here.
Oh!
That Q damage.
Yeah. The damage is very similar to a Fiendish Codex. It's
Suppress.
like,
Kill what doesn't cost mana, but there it is.
gosh.
Yeah, she's done.
Oh, wow, good
nice
juke
dodge
on that.
Mom.
May actually be able to get... nice flash!
Right into the Garen.
Garen is just gonna
Garen's
silence.
turn this. He's gonna pick up one.
Don't turn. Kale, do not turn.
Kill.
Perfect. Good job.
Oh, we see Tarek and G gonna come up and assist the Garen.
I was
Oh,
con-
and he missed the satchel and
I'm really
That's it.
confused as to why that Yi got slowed when Highlander was up.
I don't know. That was weird.
He was slowed, but Highlander was active. So that was weird. Anyway, Kale, good job right there. You knew you were
Nice
beat. You knew that you couldn't.
Oh,
Nice
poke in
catch.
the bottom lane though, and Misfortune's gonna go down. They need to grab that turret. They need something at this point.
Good that you recognized that you were beat and that you couldn't provide any other support for your team.
Yeah.
If you had turned, you would just fed a kill. Good idea.
A nice dodge on the bombs too. The mind games that go into it.
They trying to take that turret, but I don't know.
They'll get it down to half though. Should be able to shove it out. We see Yasuo
Garen
getting
going
pressed on
hard
by
on
Garen on
Yasuo.
the top side though.
Wants the kill,
Blade
but
of
he's
the Ruin
extended a
Chaos.
little bit
Oh,
too
nice.
much. Oh, good dodge. He's dipping.
Nice
Gets the
flash
suppress.
all from half bent, picks up the kill onto Ziggs. Good person to get a shutdown onto, but Blade of the Ruin King Yasuo. You're disappointing me, man.
It's
Oh.
better than Hydra, but honestly, you need to recognize where your strength is. That's in your crit. So,
should've-
Static Shiv
Static
is
Shiv.
a must as your first item. Like, yeah, we say build defensive if you're getting caught.
They get the catch onto the Kale. Oh, nice wind wall though, blocks off the Misfortune ultimate, but is he gonna go down here?
He somehow juking
out-
bombs and everything.
Halfman's gonna get low. Pacifist is gonna try and peel off Tarek from his jungler. Oh, and gets the hungering strike to live. And Tarek's stuck in a bad spot. Graves is gonna try and auto him down, but he's not gonna do enough damage. Here we go.
Oh,
We
just
see
like Garen
from
coming
it.
out of batshit like out of hell.
Running out a nice stun on
That's gonna be a kill on
Ziggs,
Pacifist.
and Ziggs is down. Wow.
So,
You're just-
like I said, you need to recognize where your strength is. And that is in your crit. Your crit is everything. Like, and we do say, build defensive if you are behind. The right choice to get some armor.
It was a good choice to get the chain vest, but
building into lifesteal when you get burst down so quickly anymore, you're not in a sustain anymore. You're in
oh,
a
she still has ulti, but she's gonna just survive.
yeah.
She's gonna go down. They're gonna pick up half that in the process, though. Garen doesn't have ult. They're gonna trade 1 for 1. We see purple team starting to come towards middle turret to back them off.
But you need to recognize
As any AD caster or anyone that gets into the fray like a melee champion does, you need to recognize several things. 1, you're gonna get bursted down quickly. 2, you may not be able to sustain yourself just by lifesteal. Just because you have lifesteal doesn't necessarily mean sustain. So with that being said, you build defensive to live a little bit longer, and then you get the damage. Sustain should be that's the focus on the beginning of the game. That's what good at the beginning of the early bot lane. But you got beat in lane within 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So going to
It was
Vamp
an
Scepter
early
during
snowball,
that
and
wasn't what
Garen
so when you bought the chain vest, that was a good idea. That was good. Then you should have tried to go with damage so that you actually compete and try and stay somewhat viable team. But sustain out of a Vamp Scepter just doesn't help you at that point.
We see Garen's gonna go hard.
Yeah, Garen wants to
but
peel off of his tower so
Sigtal comes down. Kale's gonna go really low. Garen's fairly low, but they're not gonna be able to pick up any kills. Actually, we see Half Vent come in. And Yasuo goes down top lane 1v1 to Yi. Assume he just got caught out. That's what happens when you fall behind early.
And do note that everything that we're saying is to be advice for you. Not judging anything, just trying to help
Flash
you
over
guys
from
out.
Eric, and he's getting
Yeah, flash.
stunned onto the
Trying to
Ziggs.
find passiveness.
Ziggs.
Was good. Good flash. I like that you're being aggressive, Tarek, and you know who done. It's good.
Quick lands onto Garen, gets ulted, but Kale ulted, and Warwick's just gonna get blown up.
Yeah.
So, I've looked at the builds, and I will say this: Purple team doesn't have a tank, with their items.
Yes.
So, while Blue team has Tarek, who gives armor, and Garen, who's just beefy. So, their lack of tank is fairly strong right now, and we're gonna see Blue team actually
Can I call for
hint up towards Baron.
They can take it down super fast between Feral Flame and that Misfortune and the Shred from Kale. It'll go down fairly quickly.
Jeez. He does damage, Garen does damage, Kale does damage, Misfortune does damage. They all
Hooks.
pretty much hurt.
I agree. The hooks from Thresh definitely were very good. Well.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that both teams are noticing the Feral Flames on their junglers, so they're trying to
Yeah.
because they
See, Blue
they
team,
need-
Purple team's heading towards Dragon. That's risky. Blue team just picked up Baron. They're just gonna walk in and take this. They don't have a jungler though, so. But it's too risky to go for a steal if you're half bent in this situation. The team's too far down. If you give up any free kills, they're gonna just take probably inhibitors, if not Nexus turrets.
Kills not teams.
Free kills, like if you.
No, I was talking to the chat.
Oh. Oh.
yes, you
Okay.
do, Gargan. One of my least favorite passes. Right.
Yeah. We see Blue team doing a nice little split push thing with Yi going bottom.
With Baron already down,
Good
no
choice.
real W1.
The Yasuo is going to go down and try and contest the Yi, but I don't think he's going to do anything about it. You can just dive him right here.
Flash coming out.
Yep. Yumu's and Cutlass slow, and he's gonna be able to kill the Thresh here.
Oh yeah.
No, maybe not. Warwick suppress?
Oh, getting the suppress on Garen instead. I don't know if that was a misplay.
They just need to get out of it. Oh,
They're gonna go back in.
Feral
Garen
player.
turning. Sees his rest of his
Burn.
team coming. Triple kill, but he goes down. Good stun
Long
coming out.
range
Will it
stun
be
by
enough?
Tarek.
Finish.
You're gonna
That's gonna be game.
Ace. Surrender Road probably comes out from. Yeah, surrender from the purple team. Well played to both teams. Do you want to do one more? It's like 8:45. Your call.
I mean, I guess I could.
All right, we'll do one more. Same thing. Bug splat. I didn't bug splat. Game lobby's sitting right here, but nice job by the Yi to get the lanes going, and then the solos to roam and push their advantage even further.
Yeah, damn. Thank you.
Yeah, he played it pretty good. One of my favorite things to do on Garen is actually build Infinity Edge, and then you just crit. Go Black Cleaver Infinity Edge tank, and you hit like a truck and tank. It's pretty good.